Hello and welcome back to another glorious day on the UK-inspired train network. What are we doing today? Today we are building Paddington Station and maybe a little bit of the sort of connecting tube, not tube, but the I think it's the Hammersmith and City Line and the Circle Line, the sort of surrounding sort of area that connects that up, and a little bit of the tube as well. But I can't quite remember what underground line it is, as a Jubilee train passes through, coming out from inner London, heading up to Wembley, I believe. Hello everybody. I don't know why I did that, sorry. So yeah, today let's zoom out and take a look. So I've done some pre-practicing. So we've got, this is kind of the area I marked out. Originally it was this, and then orientation changed, and obviously we built Marleybone, so we sort of orientation changed a little bit. So London's growing out nicely, right? It's growing sort of slowly into all this. Is quite nice. I'm a bit, as I said in previous episodes, I'm a bit iffy about this because I kind of left this little dip here to kind of extend Euston at some point into the HS2 and then build it under here. And obviously it dips underground here, swings, sort of comes up. I think the plan is it'll go underground here, sort of be under the West Coast Main Line, and then swing somewhere along here underneath, and then it comes up somewhere over here. It re-emerges over here somewhere, which would be quite interesting because it's a massive engineering undertake right underneath London, because in reality all this in real life is all covered in houses, industry, city, basically city of London all over this as well. So it's a massive engineering undertaking. So it'd be quite cool to watch that as it unfolds over the next 10 or so years, however long they're taking to build it. Anyway, so what I'm thinking is, and I've had two plays with two different station styles. I've had a little mess about with this. So I want to build Paddington here, and what we've got to do is swing it, and this is kind of the groove I've made for the sort of the line itself. So we've got to kind of swing this round like this. Not only that, I've also built a little bit the Hammersmith and City Line train that's getting swallowed up by Shepherd's Bush here. I built this as a precursor to how I want. Because what happens with this line is the Hammersmith City Line is it joins up with this line, and then sort of there's a station here somewhere, and then it swings underneath the Grey Separated Junction, swings underneath and comes out this way, and then you've got, I think, Royal Oak, I think it is somewhere here, and then it swings in, and then what it does is it has its own platform at Paddington, then submerges underneath and rejoins the Circle Line up here. What I have done is I've added a second station off camera. Hold on, we need to Control G. A second station here to Edgware Road, and this is where the Hammersmith and City Line starts. It's got, I think, 4 or 5 platforms underground there, and it's linked to sort of in reality these are closer together in real life, and I think it's almost slightly exposed to the surface as well. But we're not going to be able to get that in. So what I've done is to get an idea of where I want my stations to be, because here we're going to have the Circle Line, and I'm not quite sure, and I think District maybe in that loop here in the Circle Line where it sort of bends off and goes down here somewhere. Obviously we can't do that because we run out of map, so what we do is we just do a quick turnaround half off the map here, and then the other bit there's a junction, it splits off, comes up and re-emerges inside, almost inside Paddington. It comes up slightly. I mean, when you're at ground level and Paddington, it looks like it because these are kind of sub-level. They're not really truly underground. They're kind of underground, but not massively, not so deep. So it's where I guess where slight terrain changes are. It really doesn't look like, it looks like almost Paddington's lower ground than up here, I guess. And so it looks like it just sort of appears out of a tunnel. It doesn't, but we're going to do it because we've got to get it up out of the ground. So we're going to do it so it comes up. So I've had a play because I really like the curvature of Paddington as well. I really, really like, like how the platforms curve out here, and the way that Hammersmith and City Line station is kind of, I know I'm just pointing my mouse at grass, but it's kind of at an angle and it kind of straightens. It's kind of connected, but it is kind of like over here a little bit. I had to play with the freestyle platforms mod with that. The problem is with the problem is with the freestyle platforms mod is it doesn't have any terminus station assets. So it's like it doesn't look right in terms of like the entrances here. And it also doesn't have, you can see where I've got a bit of track here where I've been messing about. It also doesn't have any nice roofing, like the arched roofing that we could use to represent Paddington either. So I've come up with kind of a different way. It's not going to be entirely accurate. It's not going to be anywhere near accurate, but it's going to represent the platforms, the available services. And we're going to use, I think we're going to use something like the UK NSC passenger stations. But in order for me to, what I've noticed with these platforms is I can't, none of the mods seem to work with these. So track mods are out of the question right now anyway. So we're gonna have to, I'm gonna have to suck it up and have some catenary on the platform itself for the what am I talking about? For the Hammersmith and City Line. But I'm going to start with this one, then edit it out and change the platform. So basically the mod that I want to use allows me to build, and I won't run into the problem where I did with rugby, where I build and I run out of platform direction, because I want to start this way and then just build down as far as I need to. I think there's like maybe 320, 300 plus meter long platforms here, and then there's probably about 4 or 6. I think it's 6 or 4 pairs of 240s or 220s or something like that. So there's the long ones, and then on the outside you have like there's a singular platform that's quite small, and then next to it, either side of a platform, there's the Hammersmith and City Line trains, and they kind of just disappear off. But we're going to make it so it's kind of integrated as best we can. So let's kick off with adding our first set of platforms. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna go 320. I'm actually thinking I might even add an extra one onto this, just for So I'm going to plop this down. What I'm thinking is I'm making this platform even longer, just so the integration to the Hammersmith and City Line looks quite good. I need to have a look at the track underneath here as well. So that swings there. Yeah, that's fine. Let's have a look. Actually, I need to give myself space for these to merge together again. I've got 2 options with this. I can either leave them the way they are, because they merge together again, because these platforms kind of serve all the services from what I look at. Depends what platform's free, and they're just kind of muddling. So they merge together again, and then there's a sort of I guess a junction here, and they split off again. So I'm thinking, I've got to get, this is, I don't need to worry about the depth of this station, because that's when I built this, I purposely made it deeper. So that way this can go run along the top of this and swing it up. But I'm still thinking I'm going to, oh, this is going to be tight. Okay, we're going to start about here. We're going to start about here and give ourselves enough room to build this. Well, we need this high speed, catenary, yes. And we're going to go, let's see. And I also need to bear in mind where I've got to bend off here. So we're going to go about, let's say about here. Yes, I'm happy with that. But it's going to have to be, once it's built, and the track will just have to work around me. So what I've got to do first is delete these old platforms. I've never been a fan of where the pointer is on the deletion on these. I always feel like I'm one step away from deleting the whole thing and pressing confirm slightly by accident. And my placement of that bit of track there was amazing. Right, and I want this to be slightly longer this way. That's what I said, didn't I? So we're going to go 320 plus. Nice long platforms. It's a nice long station, even though we probably won't end up using that kind of length. Platform right to the end. There it is, UK. And I want this to be single, and then I'm going to leave this single right now, because I am going to double it up at some point, because I need to have a quick sneak peek at Google Maps. And I think about here, that was 320, so that'll be 280. About here we'll start doubling for the next set of platforms, and then we've got 4 twins. Whether all these platforms get used is another question, because obviously we're very compressed with the map size. Whether all these platforms actually end up getting used is a whole nother idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plan these out. Even though because the station capacity since like last year's patch doesn't really need you to add this many platforms, I just feel A thicker platform looks nicer still. A thicker, a chunkier, a wider. I still think, have I done that with 3? I have. Why have I done that? Not that thick. Right, come on. Mouse on, mouse on, mouse on. I still get loads of lag sometimes when I place platforms. It's really weird. I've looked into it. Apparently it's like a RAM issue. Right, and that one can just be single. Is that 4? Have I done 4 there? Yeah, that's lovely. So that's kind of the base. And depending on how far up we go with these platforms will be determined in a minute. But what I want to do first is get this Hammersmith and City Line link in first. We're going to rename this station Paddington. And what I'm going to do is going to have a quick look at Google Maps. Yeah, so what we have is we're going to do this because it is at the end of the platform. So what we have here, this is going to be like huge. What I need first is buildings. No, I don't. What do I need? I need to go to edit. What is wrong with me? So what we have first is I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we have first is we have... I need to go to high speed. We have this one here. This is kind of like another sort of, I guess, whatever line is using that. It's like a single terminus station there. And platforms, I need to go here and here with that. Terminate that one there. Then we go back to high speed because I can't use my third rail on this platform. 1, 2, 3. How long are the trains there? Are they... I think they're 3. I think you can get away with... I think that's long enough. Let me go back to... I think that's long enough. If not, I can always edit the end. Then we have... another set of platforms, and then we have another set of tracks either side. Like so. And then there's... I don't think there's a platform on the outside of this. I think it's just wall. From what I did some Google images and had a look. I haven't been down there in ages. I think the last time I was down Paddington was... I think the last time I used Paddington was for a LAN. And I think I had to... I can't remember where I was going. It was for a LAN years ago. I'm talking... What am I now? I'm talking close to 20 years ago, the last time I might have used Paddington Station. And that was for a LAN, I believe. Actually, and I think... Tell a lie. I think I used it briefly. Maybe I used Paddington last year. Is the Heathrow Express out of Paddington? It is. And I used it last year to go to Heathrow Yeah, I used it last year to go to Heathrow as well. But I can't remember. I didn't really pay attention. The last time I used the Hammersmith and City Line to get off at Paddington, then change, I think, was to go to a LAN about 20 years ago. When I was heavily into Counter-Strike. So what I want to do here is that I want to create... So about here... 1, 2... I want to pair these tracks up. I'm using these, but I am going to delete this track. And you'll see why in a second. Because I want to pair these up like so. And I want to build a track construction. Now, I believe I've already... Right, so surface turn nothing. I want it... Do I want it that color? That looks pretty good. Track numbers 2, high speed. This can be third rail. Where's third rail? Come on. Third rail. Is it third rail 100k? Third rail. Yeah, this one. No, that's it. And I want it to be... Surface pre-adjustment was 40. This is me pre-knowing because I've messed around with it too much. And I wanted this to be shorter, maybe about 100. I want it within the platform because I want to... let's see if we can get this... That may work. Let's have a look. Actually, let me just... Because I want it to be within the station as well. So let's build this out here. Like that. And then I can retain in wall the outside of this. So I want that like that. And then let's go back to our track construction. Oh. 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 That looks pretty decent, doesn't it? Can I get another platform in next to that? I think so. Let's try. I think I can get another platform into that. Like that. And then... track instructions. Come on. Oh. That is beautiful. I'm really happy with that. But the only thing I won't be happy with is this, the way this sort of resurfaces. But I have a plan for that. So what I'm going to do now is go into my tracks. And I'm going to be doing a lot of deleting. Oh my god, the lag because of the mods that don't work with these platforms. Oh. There we go. I'm going to be deleting and editing a whole bunch here. So what I'm going to do is going to delete this. Then I'm going to connect it up with my third rail. And that normally gets it sort of it kind of lumps a little bit, but it gets rid of that. What I don't want is it kind of comes up. I mean, what did I do? I did a similar thing with the other one. I think if I shorten this, that's turning. Stay straight. Why doesn't it snap just straight? What I could do. That's not bad, is it? That's not bad. We got less of a bend on that. Yes. We got what I didn't want is a sharp. So you do have to play with these a little bit. Yeah, I didn't want a sharp. I don't mind that. That's not too bad. I don't want it lumping up too much when you give it too much sort of room to do that because it looks like it's a roller coaster. But I didn't also want a sort of sharp turn, sort of drop. What? So that's cool. And then what we do is we go back into edit again. Like so. And then we just have to hook these up with our third rail. Like that. Lovely. That's pretty good. I'm actually quite happy with that. What we'll have to do is I'm going to have to build out maybe the platform to about this far and build some retaining walls because there's a nice, I mean, that can go, that's kind of level with that all the way down there. So I can kind of, like, I'll have to see what platform building I use on the outside there. It's kind of got its own, and it's got its own building here. And I think it's got, like, road access from the bridge that goes over the top. So we'll have to have a look at that. But that is sort of kind of just so I have the connectivity. And I'm hoping also I can find a decent sort of... I'm not sure. I think it's bridges you see here. I've got to find a decent bridge. Right, let's have a look, actually. Because this is all kind of exposed up until this point, and it's up till there. Okay, right, we can mess with that. We can mess with that. That's all right. Right, let's go back to our high-speed tracks here. And let's finish off the rest of the sort of the main building. Okay, so what I've done is I've added all the platforms in. I've added some benches, some ticket machines, and I also extended this concourse another length of platform as well. So what we're going to have a look at now is I was going to have a look at the buildings, but I'm going to have a look at the roof because we've got, I guess what we've got here, like, is I'm not going to add it today. We've also got the Elizabeth line, haven't we, here now, along here, and it's got a big extension onto it, and some fancy stairs and buildings and things. But I'm not going to add that today. I'm going to have to think about that because it depends how much I can fit in underground. So the Elizabeth line is just going to chill for a little while. All right, we're going to leave that out for a little while. So what we're going to do is we've got some sort of corrugated roofing, and then on the far right, I don't know how to do this. So this kind of it sticks out a little bit. There's like a building here. Like, is that like a parking or underground parking or something going on the right there? Oh God. Right. Okay. Let's see. Right. Can we add platform here? No, of course we can't. No. Forget it. Right. No, we'll do it our own way. That's not going to work. But I do want this covered still. Let's see what we can do with this. I still want this covered, so it's going to have to do something. Like so. Yes. I don't want that. That'll do it. And then I guess, well, because I want the roofing bit still, but I don't want that attached to the platform. Or do I go out even wider? Do we do this? And then put a wall up. And then we have platform. Maybe I delete the platform after. Adding all this platform for a little bit of a base, basically. Maybe I end that there. Because there's no platform on the outside of that. I can't work out where these... I don't even know if these trains stop here or they stop down here now. I don't know. I think we're going to have to roll with that and see what we get out of it. I think we're going to have to leave it like that and then see what I can do with some retaining wall. And add some station buildings. So what I'm going to add first is we need to add a connection to that central island. So we need... That's passenger buildings. That's not what I want. Miss staircases. Come on. I know you're in here somewhere. Oh, there they are. Right. UK NSE, because these are the only ones that won't change. And I wanted these here. And they go as far... They go onto this platform and then they go over to the next one as well, which makes sense because I guess it's all connections. So they go as far as that there. Looks all right, doesn't it? All right, let's find some sort of corrugated plain roofing. What's this? 1850. 1850. Not really domed. It's kind of pointy. Not really domed. It's kind of pointy. What's this look like? What does this look like? It looks a bit boring. It looks a bit too boring for my liking. Well, this one. Oh, that's not far off, you know. That is not far off. I wonder what that looks like a bit longer, though. And then that. And it's got a narrow bit here. We might have to go wider. Will we go too narrows? Go like this? Like this, maybe? Actually, I got a better idea. Delete that one. This can go all the way out to this. Let's roof this off. These roofs are tall enough that they're not going to upset that, are they? Yeah, that's fine. Not going to upset those staircases because they're kind of outside anyway. That's kind of as far as that roof goes there. So let's whack these all up. Oh, I've lost me roof. Which one was it? It was this one, wasn't it? So you're there? Oh, let's do it. Let's do it this way in. What? I'm getting so much lag on my when I'm in my platform. Oh my god! Right here. I was saying, why have I got a little bit of a glitch there? What's that about? Is that because that's changed? It's no longer an edge. Yeah, it is. Just that one there's glitched. Is that because that's the only one that... Yeah. Well, that's going to annoy me. Because it changes from having a track there. Maybe I put an invisible... What I could put is an invisible track along this. Why is that showing... Why is that glitching through that? Why is that sign facing? Oh, that's gonna annoy me. Oh, we'll see. I might have to fiddle with this off camera a little bit. See if I can. I could either put some invisible platform down this bit, or I can put some invisible track to change the shape of that a little bit. The other option, maybe. What am I going to do with this? Because I wanted to put... Right, let's get this main bit of roof done. I wanted to put a bit of square roof on the end here, something or other, but I'm not sure what. It's got more of a flatter roof. Right, I've got nothing in that, have I? Roofs for platform. No, you're too modern. Platforms, you're too modern. British roofs. I think these aren't really flat either, though. They look different, I guess. What do you look like? kind of... I'm never going to get anything exactly like that, am I? What's this one look like? Want something just a bit lighter. Maybe you. You go one further. So what I need to do here then is... oh, I don't want you connecting to that though. Right. I want invisible platforms. And now extended overpass. I want an invisible platform here. And then I want a normal platform here. And that might work. Might work. I want to go back to my platforms. Generic platform roofs. Right to the end, wasn't it? Was the end one? Put that there. That there. That works for me. I can fill that in. So with that off camera, I can fill this in with some asset or something. Obviously, we're going to put some ballast down or some concrete or something. I'm assuming concrete under here. Ballast in here. Concrete in there. Right, and what are we doing with this end bit? So this end bit... well, I think we just carry on with that same roof, actually. Maybe just make it look a little bit different. What I do need to do is add some platforms to the end. Platform here. Here. And then... oh, come on. What do I want now? What did I use? Did I have MISC? Did I go into MISC for that platform? It does look a bit boring though. Do I add that's changed there as well because that changes? Oh God. Because it's got a slightly lower roof. Maybe I add that one I just used for that there. So if I go into the generic, again, the generic British platform roofs. What about if I did this? What this would look like? Because it is a lower roof. For whatever reason, it's got a lower roof here. I think this is going to look ugly as sin, though, to be honest. It's got big gaps in it. But then from the top, it looks quite good. But it looks ugly as sin on the inside. I'm not sure. I'm going to leave it like that because I need to get this done. I'm not sure. I might change it. I don't know. Right, now we need some... we got some old classical platform buildings around this. So we can just go into our passenger buildings when we find them. What are these? Medium side buildings. So we can have some of these along here. And with some big ones on the front, I guess. Because there's some tall old buildings on the front of this. Medium ones there. And then we have... because we've also got like... and then in front of this... I'm assuming these have access, right? Yeah. Yeah, about the same distance. And then we'll have some humongous... no, large main building, don't we? Was this... is this large main building? This is large main building. All right, I'm not really... I might have to change that off. I'm not sure. Right, what's the road looking like outside this? This is just like a little road here. So we have... a little road with a little bit of parking, but we're not going to get that. So we're just going to have a little road. Then along here we have parking, and it does go underground, but we're not going to, we're not going to be getting that going on. Not hoping now. We're going to have this going as far as this for now, because I need to work out. There's a road bridge that goes over the top. There's a road bridge that goes over the top. There's quite a few city buildings there. I've got the canal alongside this road, or the river here. Oh, this is going to be a bit mental, isn't it? And I'm assuming, is this, there's all McLaren groups down. Oh yeah, McLaren and everything. McLaren Racing's down the other side of Paddington, isn't it? Opposite the Elizabeth line. So yeah, so we've got some posh old buildings going down here. Fan dabby doso. Right, so what I think we need to do is what I'm going to do before I go is we're going to leave that there. When I add, what I might do is do an episode, maybe adding Royal Oak. Yeah, it is Royal Oak up here. And then doing the sort of the exit here. I'll decide. I'm not sure. But what I want to do here today is connect up the Hammersmith and City and get that ready, because when we do Royal Oak and we do the junctions for these, or do we do how these leave now? Maybe I do the main line how they leave now. There's so many lines coming out of this. I need to have a good look at it. That's the problem. By the time we get around this bend here, hold on, let me just level this out. I've changed my mind. By the time we get on this bend here, I need to aim. There we are. Aim. I've aimed. By the time we get on this bend, so if we do this, I need to delete that road, obviously. There's 7 high-speed lines, or 7, yeah, high-speed with catenary. So 1. They're all together, and there's multiple switches and whatnot. 2, 3. Where's that? There. So we'll go this way. 4. 4. This isn't including the Hammersmith line. 5. 6. 7's a really weird number to have as well, right? 7. Up until this point. So what we have is this on the end of this. This on the end of that. Then this coming out onto this. And these are just chaos. And then this onto this. That actually just goes onto that. And I think then the next one, and then these two as a pair. Then you into that, and then you two. This is weird. Then you come onto that. That's ugly. We're not having that. That is ugly. Why'd you do that? What's wrong with you? Right, so what I'll do is I'll do this one, because this one will be more on its own, like that. And then you go into there, like so. And then you directly into there. And then you come into there. I think, yes. But you also come into there. Kinda. Not that big. This is all a bit closer together. And then there's a ton of switches. Some of this is not going to get used yet, so I'm not overly bothered. But those are the main ones, because that outside one I'm probably going to use pretty earlier. And maybe this one here. These middle platforms, I'm not quite sure. It's just a load. It's just a load of turn-back switches, really. A lot of it appears to be that way. There's one here. Yeah, I might have a look at the open rail map for that, but that's as close as I can get it for now. I know there's a couple more down here. Well, we also got as well, when I want to disconnect this slightly from this, because this is going to annoy me. Because if I add, I'm going to have to add this here to this point and then go third rail, but I'm going to have to almost do a gap between these, because what happens is when I line this third rail up against all this track, it removes the catenary. So what I was thinking is if I do this and then have them, not you peel into that there, and then you're the track next to it here. There's a little lump there. Why does that come out? There's a little bit of works. Okay. So that's cool then, because then I can have another gap here. That there. Then we'll have it come in here. Around and back back out again, like so. Right, that's the Hammersmith and City Line. I'm really not liking that movement there, but we'll work that out. Okay, exit entrances. So, Hammersmith and City Line on the outside. Royal Oak coming up. We've got this nicely bent in. We should get this nicely approached on that. That corner's going to be slow as hell. But it is what it is. But I'm reasonably happy with that. What I wanted to do is before we left, I'm probably... Right, quickly, sorry. I'm probably going to leave the detailing of this till late on in the build, because I kind of feel like I want to get the services going, get everything that needs connecting first, because I also want to connect Shepherd's Bush down to Bond Street, and I think that's the central line as well. So I want to get that done first. So I might leave some of the detailing this, so you might not get a detailed episode later today. I'll decide after, because I kind of want to finish off this. I might even do an episode where we build out this a little bit here and connect this instead, and maybe I'll do it talking rather than time-lapsing. And then maybe once all that's done, then maybe once I've got a bigger stretch and something to think about and some space to work in, then maybe we'll do a bit of detailing after that. I think that's probably a better idea. I'm quite happy with that though, and quite happy with in here, but obviously it needs some work. But what I wanted to do is just get this this line hooked up to Edgware Road, because then I can extend the Hammersmith and City service to at least here. I think I'm going to have to do some sort of turn back on this somewhere as well, but we'll work that out. I'll work that out for now until we get to Royal Oak, etc., and then get up there. So, and let's have a look. So I don't need to configure that. What I do need to do is go to third rail, make sure I'm on third rail, take this middle section. Why are you... What? What's that about? Stop it. Stop it. Are you above ground because we've not done it tall enough? Is there a lump there that I created? Oh, for God's sake. I've actually messed with this. I know it works because I've already played with it once. I don't know why it's messing me about now. So right, I'm absolutely chatting nonsense today. I'm sorry, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the station here. Right, where's that station? There. So we're going to pop... Are we going to pop this? We're going to pop this straight on top of this, are we? Yeah, I think so. We're going to pop this in the middle of this road here. We're going to add the Hammersmith and City, the Circle District, I'm assuming, line station. That side of the road, we're kind of there. We'll push it this way to give us more space here. And then I guess we'll add some more connections to this. Is that there? So that's there. We can add... Can I just add that? That's good. That's good. I can take that. Then that's there. Then I can add more street connections. Can I add I've got some asset street connections. Can I add those? Because they're kind of cool. Yeah, see, we've got some things like this here. These would be more fitting for the buildings along here, I think. If we put one here and one here. Do these work? Do these even connect to these? Do I need to... Do I need to build them after? If I add the assets here, what they call freestyle, aren't they? These even work to this? No. These only work with the freestyle platforms. That's a shame, isn't it? I know there's some different ones available, though. I do know there's some different ones available that'd just be more fitting with this area. There we go. That's fine. Tick. What, did that work? No, it didn't. I always have issues adding more add. Right, delete these again. Right, so London East, even though it's Paddington, but whatevs. And then connections, so we want one here and one here. Connect. There we go. That's what I did. I didn't select the actual station itself first time out. Okay, and now what I want to do is tracks, third. Oh, I've done the. I need to edit the platform. Fantastic. Right, let's start that again. Right, buildings. I need to edit the station first. Build this here. Configure. Delete. Track cat. 99. Here. Delete that track because it's not right. Delete. 99. Place. Platform. 10 meter either side. Stairs. Here. Downstairs. Middle. Here. So you can connect to that bad boy down there. Right, lovely, fantastic. You configure stairs here, add you and you. Bosh, mission accomplished. Thank you. I don't know why that took me so long, but we are now done. Right, now we can connect. Right, what first I wanted to do is connect up a track. Third rail. Straight into you. Beautiful. That should be more straight in real life, but it's not. But we'll roll with it. Here. Third rail. Into you. Here. And I want you to go into there. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Come on. Don't mess around. The road's going to mess me about, isn't it? Right, okay. Where this bit of road here, and this bit of road here. Track. Look up. Right. When you're this close to the terrain, you're going to get this. Like it seems to think like it's just on the limit. It's on the limit of what it feels is there another track there? Is that just platform? That's just platform there. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's on the limit of what it feels is gonna be cutting or platform. Right, we have that there. Right, okay, you, where are you? Where are you underground? Come on, I need to find the end of the track for this. There it is. Grab hold of it. Right, we are left coming in, so you need to, you're the right side, so you can just, come on, don't mess me about. There we go, beautiful. Make sure that's right there. Run that all the way up, side by side, hook. Fantastic. That was easier than I thought. Had a cheeky signal. What do we use? I need to get some underground signals as well. I need to find some. Yes. Boop. Boop. And one just in front of the station. We'll have one actually as we're about, just to move traffic along, just in case it gets a little bit busy. Yes, there. That's not popping through the platform, is it? No. Okay. We can put that road back in. And we can smooth that out later. Right. So we got that. We got that. That's absolutely stunning. Thank you very much. Oh, we need to add some roof to this. It kind of has some white corrugated kind of like roof. I don't think we got any good white roof. I don't know. Have a look. We need to go into our misc so it doesn't it doesn't change the station platform to something weird. Do we have any white roof? Ooh. Nah, it's different. See, it doesn't work with those things. That's the only thing. What are these? Basement with stairs? No. I've already looked at those. I remember so we might have to just roll with dark ones. Like that. I don't know. Maybe I'll have a look. Maybe I'll have a look in the workshop and see if there's anything white that kind of looks like that. Maybe. Maybe I'll take a look. I don't know. Anyway, I've blabbered on enough. So we're going to leave it there. I'm going to get some trains running to this, making sure that that runs properly. I will have nothing on this one yet because I haven't decided what I'm going to do, if I'm going to have a circle line or a district line run through there. Because we're not going to complete the circle loop because of obviously we can't go far enough south. So this is going to just kind of swing off, I guess, and end somewhere here. We just have a turnaround. So I'm going to decide how far the district line goes, where that goes off this way, and if I just have that passing through. I'm not really sure. Anyway, the beginnings, I guess, of Paddington. I hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. I really appreciate you watching along and dealing with me absolutely mumbling along. Have an absolutely wonderful Tuesday, because this is when this video is going to drop. Don't forget to drop a like and don't forget to subscribe. Take care.